Hey, yo. Like I said before I was so rudely interrupted, it's survey time. Is there anybody here to see WCW? People here in Norfolk came to see the NW.
Welcome in, everybody. Join the nation. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for joining. I am Greg. I am being joined by everyone's favorite DJ Drunk Master Flex. What's up over there, buddy?
Nothing much, man. Just pouring one more out for the good guys.
R.I.P. Scott Hall. And then joining us from Saltyville, she is the official fan club. She is Erica of NeckNosh. Erica, how's it going?
I'm an official fan. I'm waving.
Oh my. Yeah, we finally have a fan club. She's the president, the member, and the treasurer all at the same time. So it's perfect. Works out so well. Like I said, thank you all for listening. Thanks for joining. If you guys are doing any shopping on the old Tavor, don't forget promo code Unfiltered. Get you $10 off your first purchase. Follow us on the socials, Craft Beer Republic, Flex Me a Beer, _s in between, and of course, NeckNosh for all your beer and saltiness. All right, we have a lot to get to today, so I don't want to waste too much time, but spoiler alert, Fontana Jim called in, and I am very excited to hear from Fontana Jim.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Buddy.
We've also got some recapping to do of recent events. We've got some Beer Fest to talk about. We got some news to get through, of course, but I'm very excited. Thanks to Erica, we are all drinking the same beer tonight, and there's nothing I love more than sharing beer with friends. So let's get to sharing. Oh, Flex is really loving his beer over there. Oh, my gosh.
I love my beer. I'll get beads for my beer.
Yeah, put those pants back on, buddy. We are drinking a collab from New Glory and New Belgium. It's called Cargo Short Flex. This bad boy is 7%, has a 3.9 on Untapped, and it says, "You're cool, but are you? Dad wearing cargo shorts cool." We worked with our friends at New Belgium Brewing to put enough Simcoe, Amarillo, and Centennial hops in this beer to fill hundreds of those massive cargo pockets. Snappy and refreshing grapefruit notes will have you coming up with the best dad jokes ever created. Don't worry, I'll hold your stuff. You just worry about drinking this beer. Signed, Cargo Shorts. If you guys are new to the show, we have talked extensively about how important cargo shorts are when you're in Vegas, and you need to wear them no matter how stupid they look, so you can load up the pockets, or poquets as they say in France, with all the beers and hit the strip and start cruising. And Erica was nice enough to get her paws on this one and send it over to us. So, and I'll disclaimer to all the beer nerds that are yelling at their car stereos right now. I know New Belgium sold out. It's fine.
We know.
We'll survive. I'm pretty sure we'll be just fine.
There's a little controversy with cargo shorts. Yeah.
Everybody knows how much I hate cargo shorts, right? And I don't even think I would wear them in Vegas. I'm not even going to lie, Greg.
Oh.
There will be no wabs in my cargo shorts because I will not be wearing them.
Because Flex wears
but
short
this
shorts.
beer
Very
is
disappointed.
It's super Westy.
Very Westy.
Mm-hmm.
The grapefruit notes are there, and that bitterness kind of kicks your ass.
Yeah, it's old school. You get a little of that grapefruit, little citrus up front. But yeah, coming in hot with those pine trees.
Oh, that's great. This is actually
Yeah.
a super solid beer.
It's not
and,
unbearable, but it's definitely, yeah.
Oh, it's far from unbearable, Erica.
No,
Yeah.
it's well balanced. It's very
Well
clear,
balanced, yeah.
clear beer for the win. Yeah. Erica, have you had this one before today, or you've been sitting on it and
No,
waiting?
I've been sitting on it. I was so excited for this episode. And I love the can art. I don't know how it rates on your, well, because it's cargo shorts. I guess if there were some little Speedos or something flexibly all over it. But
this would definitely nail the algorithm.
okay, good. It's kind of like, mosaic looking or whatever. It's got the cargo shorts and the, I don't know, Jesus sandals. What are
The
those?
shades,
Like,
the dad
Jesus
sandals, the socks.
the dad
This is like
sandals,
everything on this can is what like a
crew socks.
dad wears.
Sweet. This is super hot. I'm starting to sweat
Holy
just looking at it.
Oh my.
Nice. Yeah.
Now we know
Cargo
what
shorts.
Dr. McDreamy
It's
wears.
just like, well, it's like my generation, cargo shorts. It's like the thing. Sorry, Flex.
I still
Yeah,
got them in the drawer.
I got my shorts fashion from my father, so
Yeah. Well, it seems like you're either
Thanks,
in
Dad.
the camp of cargo shorts or fanny packs, kind of. Would you wear a fanny pack? That was something
Yeah,
we've
I
talked
mean-
about. Over cargo
oh,
shorts.
I definitely would.
See?
For sure.
And I think cargo shorts people would wear cargo shorts over a fanny pack, generally speaking.
Yeah,
No?
I don't need the extra pack
Yeah.
weighing me down.
I don't know. It's,
I know. Here's the thing though. We've all worn cargo shorts before.
Duh.
When you put weight,
We're fashionable.
but when you put weighted items in those pockets,
yeah.
that's mega uncomfortable.
That's what belts are for.
Yeah, you got to wear a belt or
the-
you're going to be,
I- I think that makes it even more uncomfortable because then the belt is tightened, right? It's fastened tighter than what the waist of the shorts are, right? So the
Uh-huh.
weight of the pockets is pulling on the belt, which is then just tugging even more on your skin. I'm going to
Okay.
say cargo shorts, really bad idea.
As someone who has many a time walked down the Vegas Strip with cargo shorts full of beers, I'm okay with it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I will trust you. You know why?
unsuspecting. Yeah.
Because you're a trustworthy guy.
100%.
I'm something.
Well, I trust you at least.
Yeah. Well, Erica, thanks for hooking it up with the Dad Shorts beer, and could not have been a better name in can art for us
Yeah.
to enjoy.
Yeah.
even
And when
says
Flex
Flex
is
on
in
there.
the name of the beer,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
we're beer for
Given.
it.
Yes,
100%.
we're definitely beer for it.
We need to make a shirt that says that, by the way, Coley. We
I know,
do.
just her face on it.
Yeah, I know.
We're beer for it.
But you got to have like her face though after she had like the natty light.
Yeah.
You know, it's so bad.
Oh God, it's so bad.
Yeah, that face.
Right on.
Very good. All right. We have a lot to talk about. We've had quite some exciting weeks. First of all, I want to, one last time, as if I haven't said their name enough, though, 14 Cannons and Nick Borderland over their head brewer. Thank you so much for having us last week. The live show was a goddamn blast. It felt so good to be in front of real people for the first time. And I think for us, 3 years since our last live show. It'd been a while, and then COVID hit, and it felt nice. Felt nice to share beer with real faces.
Let me tell you,
So-
it didn't sound like you missed a beat. By the way,
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
I was impressed.
supernatural.
The audio was
super
great. Yeah.
Let me tell you, I was wearing a diaper because I was pissing my pants. I was so nervous. And of course, peek behind the curtain, I was like so nervous. And then afterwards, I was like, fuck, I wanted to talk about this and this and this. And I just blew right past it because I was shitting myself. Even the wife was like, man, I thought I was going to have to come up and like touch you on the shoulder because the first 2 minutes you were talking so fucking fast. And I was like, well,
really, because to me, you
beer
just
hadn't hit
sounded
me
really excited. You sounded
Yeah.
really
I was.
excited, and it was. I don't know. I thought it sounded absolutely great.
You had a
Yeah.
good energy.
thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you. I was so excited. The crowd was in. I love when you crack a shitty dad joke and the crowd laughs or tells you you're dumb or whatever. Like I'm okay with heckling as long as it's all in good spirit. And it was a fun time. People were throwing in their favorite drunk words, and it was a blast. And shout out to 14 Cannons for having us, to Nick for letting us be a part of that collab. Which, good God, is that beer amazing? And a couple of cans are headed your guys' direction.
Oh, sweet.
Oh shucks.
I got
man.
I got the hookup. It's like top secret packaging, no label on it. Uh-huh. So
Super
get that
sketch.
going.
I love it.
yeah,
eyes out for the labelless package.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's either beer or poison.
How
Have to drink it to find out.
scandalous.
Yeah. Shout out to Spencer, who was there. Spencer works over at Made West, one of my favorite local breweries, and he brought me a
You
couple
love
of
their
new.
pale. You love their pale.
So good. It's like the best pale in my area. He brought out a couple of their new releases and tried those. They were phenomenal. Can't wait to get back to Made West. So thank you, Spencer. But good God, did I have a blast. And thank you to Erica, if I can get cheesy for a half a second here. You hooked it up with the fucking Nosh, and people were, it was funny. I set him out on the table. At first, I was going to make people work for it, like answer trivia or something. But it had so many. I was like, I think that could like take 3 hours. Yeah. So I decided to give them out. I set them on the table. And as people were walking in, I was like, hey, guys, stickers, pretzels, take whatever you want. Don't get drunk without a little pretzel in you. And people weren't really taking them. And so finally, right before the show started, I was like, hey, free fucking pretzels on the table. Come take them. And I started throwing them at people.
Oh, sweet.
And then once like the first couple of people got them, people were like, oh, we can take this. And then it was like a hit and I had to bring out more. And I had it worked out so perfectly. I had a few left, which was just enough for the next week. I was at Pedals and Pints Pink Boots Brew Day with Monica, the head brewer over there. And I brought the leftovers, and it was just enough for everybody to get one pretzel necklace, and they were so stoked. So
perfect.
It worked out very well. So thank you for sending those over.
I'm glad it did. I was worried people would be like chomping on them and making noises and stuff. It seemed like you had a good distance where there wasn't any.
I told those unwashed masses, I was like, look, 6 feet away from me at least. Yeah, God, you guys are disgusting. So, anyways, that was a blast. And I know I'm talking way too much, but the last thing here, speaking
Greg,
of live
it's
shows,
your podcast, man.
Yeah, right.
This is where you're allowed to talk too much.
Well, I like to hear from other people.
Jerk. He just takes
First of all, the less I talk, the more I drink. So I like to talk a little less. But I just wanted to say, in relation to a live show coming up for Batch 300, which is just a few weeks away, we are going to have a fucking party. We're going to Naughty Pine Brewing, which is here in Southern California. We're going to do another live show. Brittany is going to be on with us. She's the owner / head brewer. It's going to be a blast. Saturday, April 16th. Come out and party with us at Naughty Pine. And let's see how much money it takes to get Flex out here.
Sweet.
It's a busy week for me, man. It's Easter week. Come on.
Oh, yeah, that is Easter week.
Fucking killing me.
It's a perfect week for me. I don't give a shit. I'll be getting drunk. So
it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm so stoked. So Naughty Pine Brewing over in Westlake Village, California. Anybody who hasn't been, she opened up in September, but it is not her first adventure into brewing. She's a former head production brewer at Enegrin. She also has her own brewery over in Hawaii. So Britt is turning out some phenomenal beer. We were just there this weekend. She dropped her new British Brown Ale, and goddamn was that delicious. I hope she makes that a regular. I had a few of those. So
she sounds hilarious. I think I've heard her on that podcast that shall not be named.
Yeah, the one that Coley is the only good part of.
Yeah, that one.
Boo.
Yeah, I think I heard Britt on there. She seems pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Britt's awesome. So she was on our old show way back in the day when she still worked at Enegrin. We had her and Chris Enegrin and John, their master of festivities. We did a live show from there. So it's only fitting that we do a live show from Naughty Pine.
Sweet.
So come on out. April 16th, more details as time gets locked in and that sort of thing. So enough from me. What's up with you guys? Did anybody do anything crazy for St. Patrick's Day? Mine was pretty fucking lame. I had like 2 beers.
I mean, super lame here, man. I work day, pick up the kids from school day.
Yeah, same. I mean, not the kids part.
Yeah, minus the kids part. Just had a couple beers, started, watching the games for the March Madness tournament. And, that was about it. I'm super lame.
Yeah.
Who has St. Patty's Day on a Thursday,
Right.
Oh, come on. I think I went harder for Austin 316 Day than I did St. Patty's Day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, that reminds me, at the live show, anybody who's listened to the show for over a year and a half ago, Dan showed up, former co-host Dan showed up to the live show, very surprised. I had no idea he was coming, and we hung out for a while. And then after the show, or after they closed, they kicked us out. He was going to call his Uber. I was like, don't call your Uber from here. Come back to our place. It's a pain in the ass to get an Uber from 14 Cannons. Come on back. So we came back and we had like 4 more beers. It was up to we're up to like 1 a.m. on a Thursday. I woke up the next day Had to go to work. Man, was I toasty. Dan texted me. He's like, I'm not going to work today. I was like, I have to go to work today. I wish I had that option. I was so fucking toasty. It was a blast. That was good times. So,
well, it's all in good fun, man. It all makes it worth it.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great night of potting and of drinking, and I'll stop talking about it now. Erica had some fun at a beer fest recently.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Capital Beer Fest.
Made some money, too.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a weird experience I had there. Yeah, so Capital Beer Fest is like the biggest beer fest in Northern California, and it's one event that I'll always set up a booth and just have a really good time. And normally we are having a great time, and we sell out around 3 p.m. and they close at 4. It's just perfect because it starts to get slow. Then you have the last hour to go around and drink and hang out. Well, it was so busy. I mean, just crazy bum rush to our tent and sold out at 2 p.m.
Uh-oh.
So I felt kind of bad because people were getting like kind of bitter. It was like, man, no pretzel necklaces, man.
All right, now sell it out for you, Erica. How many necklaces is selling out for you at Capital?
It could be around 300. It could be, it's a few hundred.
Wow.
Necklaces. And our necklaces there have like beef jerky on them and candy and things like that. Not stuff that we typically ship, but
you break out the goods for those ones.
Yeah, we break out the good stuff for the locals. So we have this display on the front where the necklaces hang so people can see what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
And like so much nasty stuff like rubs up, it's right about crotch level,
right. People walking by.
It's not good. It's like,
and it's hot. It's hot.
And so it's
hot crotch rub.
A lot of walking around.
Hot and sweaty.
A lot of friction.
Or people are drooling or like, I don't know. You just do not want to go near those necklaces. But inevitably, there's always someone who wants to eat those necklaces. They're always like, can I eat them? It's like, no, dude, just don't touch them.
Extra salty.
Seriously. So we take them down when we sell out. So we were packing up at 2:00. It's like, crap, we sold out. Well, let's go drink. And this couple comes up and they're like, hey, and they look totally sober. So I don't know what their deal was. And do you have any pretzel necklaces anywhere? No, we just sold out. What about the ones on your neck? And they're like half eaten. Obviously, we've been wearing them for like 3 or 4 hours. I'm like, yeah, I mean, no. We'll give you $100 if you just give us each. Like my friend and I, like, will you give us your necklaces?
What is this, an OnlyFans?
I don't know what this was about because they seemed so sober. So it was even worse. I mean, if they were just
people
super
buying
drunk,
your used pretzels.
Yeah, like it's like you really don't want to wait in line for a hamburger, man.
How much do you want for my underwear?
Right? No, seriously.
It's been a long day.
Right.
Charge them extra.
Next. So I was like, you know what? You can just have them. Just take them. It's okay. We don't need your $100. So we just hand them over because it looked like it might have gotten violent. I don't know. They seemed very serious. And they took the necklaces and threw $60 down on the table and left.
Jeez.
Wow.
It was so strange.
And then you took that $60 and went and bought burgers and pizza.
Yeah, right? Like, dude, all I've had is pretzels all day. I need some burgers.
I'll wait in line.
Yeah, I just really want to know the backstory to that couple. So that was super interesting. But
hopefully they listen because that would be awesome.
Yeah. Let us know if you're that weird couple, please.
Right. Like,
maybe they're the president and only members of your official fan club.
Right. Maybe I do have an official fan club.
We found them. That's them
fabulous.
right there.
Gosh, you guys don't got to pay me. The love is all I need.
Yeah.
I'm just got to let them know. So yeah, that was that. There's always something, but that was the thing for this latest one. I was like, dude,
I love working beer. Like, there's always something at a beer festival. I've only poured for other breweries and stuff, but like, I remember one time, people always come up like, oh, what do you have? Like, oh, we got this, this, and this. Oh, what do you recommend? Well, what are you into? And oh, I love poppy shit. Like, all right, well, we have this West. You kind of talk, and I always know the beers I'm pouring, at least enough to talk about them, but I never pretend to be the brewer. And one guy comes up one time and he goes, what do you got? And so we're going through and he goes, all right, let me try that IPA. I was like, yeah, buddy. So I pour it for him. And I usually don't ask what they think of it because honestly, I'm not the brewer.
Right.
What am I going to do with your feedback? Write it down and take it back to the brewer. Like, so I just, there you go. And so he sits there, he's like, he's kind of humming and hawing. He goes, yeah, this is crap.
Oh,
wow.
And I was like, all right. He goes, yeah, you make bad beer. And I was like, well, first of all, not mine. So say whatever you want. But also, if you don't want it, just dump it and keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
It was so funny. I mean, he was drunk, but it's just like, tell me how you really feel, dude.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, fucking beer
Go
festivals.
fuck yourself. Have a nice day.
Right.
Yeah.
I think there's a Budweiser tent next door. That's more for you.
Right. Here's a broom handle. Need a seat?
Yeah.
Enjoy. And Flex, you've been getting some beer festival action going.
Yeah, so I actually got a pretty sweet hookup tonight, as before we recorded. Mob Craft Brewing down here in Milwaukee reached out. They have a Sour Fest that they do annually. That's happening this Saturday. And they invited me out for a preview tonight, and it was absolutely outstanding.
That's awesome.
We
like
got
no lines.
No lines. We got 3 flights of beers, all the sours. I shouldn't say all because they're pouring I forgot what they said, something stupid like 28 to 32 sours on Saturday.
Jesus.
A couple other breweries around Milwaukee are joining in to pour their sours. And we just got the super VIP treatment. Some 2019, some 2020 bottles were poured for us. A couple other beer grammars were invited out from, my parts. Your Midwest Beer Buddy and Beer Lovers of Wisconsin were out there. Milwaukee Photo. So it was just a super great time. Super great beers. These guys have an outstanding sour program, and I honestly couldn't thank them enough. It was just such a wonderful time.
That is awesome. Very cool. Nice little event.
Such one of the weirdest sours I've ever had in my life tonight. It was a chocolate orange sour.
Oh, I'm out. I'm out.
Like, those Christmas oranges you get. It's like the chocolate orange. Just the strangest, most confusing beer I've ever put in my mouth. But I did not hate it. I didn't love it.
All right.
But I did not hate it. But these guys really put together some different, interesting things. But it works. It works so damn well.
I have to say, beer aside, any sort of orange, chocolate combo, I'm checking out. I can't do it. It's too weird for me.
It was the first one I had to try out of the flight. I'm not even going to lie.
I'd try it. Sounds good.
I'd try it, probably.
It was so strange, and every time you took a sip, you weren't sure what was going on, but you had to take another sip. It was great. So yes,
I don't know what's going on in my mouth.
What's that?
Perfect.
That's awesome.
That is our friend. That is our friend Chelsea, the 21st Amendment girl on the gram.
She's great. I love her.
Yeah, way back in the day, her and her former friend, well, not former friend, but still friend, former contributor to 21st Amendment Girls, they would battle 2 beers on the show, and one of the beers was weird, and so we got...
I don't know what's going on in my mouth.
I was like, I can't not keep that.
And Chelsea's such a goof, man. She's a good...
Chelsea's
good
awesome.
shit.
Love Chelsea, so...
But yeah, huge shout out to Mobcraft for me. Thank you for the invite.
It's awesome.
They're doing a little investment opportunity, opening up a tap room in Colorado and another one in Wisconsin. So
Davis, Colorado, buddy.
Colorado, if you're out in Colorado, check them out when they finally open, and let me know what you think.
Hell yeah. Hey, send some out this way too. I'll invest in a 6-pack. All right. So dumb. Before we get to Fun Janet, wow. Before we get to Fontana, before we get to Fun Janet, before we get to Fontana Jim's voicemail, I will tell you that today's ludicrous libation law comes from the weird fucking state of Utah. And in Utah,
you know what? I just heard about weird laws in Utah tonight. So now I'm super excited.
Full of them. Okay. They are full of weird laws. So in Utah, wine that has been used in a wine tasting. So you get a winery, you get a little flight, you're tasting wine. Wine that has been used in wine tastings must not be swallowed.
Oh, how are they going to regulate that?
Yeah, but isn't that how you're supposed to taste wine? Like if you're whatever, like a wine.
Hell no.
Really? Yeah, aren't you supposed to like swish it around and then spit it out? Isn't that how you're supposed to taste wine?
If you're tasting a lot and your goal is to taste a lot of things and get through them and really just get there for the flavor, yeah, sure. But if you're normal and you want to
get drunk,
have some tasty wine, or catch a nice little buzz, you swallow. Heyo.
Yeah, you do.
But apparently in Utah,
you don't take a bite of a hamburger and then spit it out because I tasted it. It's like, no.
Well, no, but that's
this is a great hamburger.
Yeah, but
I could have sworn that's how you're actually supposed to taste wine, but maybe I'm just an asshole.
Well,
But
I mean,
also,
look,
I heard tonight that Utah doesn't tap beers over 5%. So fuck Utah.
yeah, they have some weird laws about 5% beers. Like, 805, which is a huge beer from Firestone out here.
Know, yep.
They had to make a special formula just for Utah market.
Dang.
You know what? We got to stop shitting on Indiana and Alabama.
Right.
Yeah, because
we
Utah's
gotta start
coming in
shitting more on
hot.
Utah.
Yeah, they are coming in hot with their fucking weirdness. Well, I went there. Oh God, I mean, this might be 10 years ago. My buddy lived out there for a while, and like you had to belong to clubs in order to buy alcohol. So, like, if you went to a bar, you couldn't just be a stranger and you walk into a bar and order a beer. You had to be a part of their club, which was like usually a $5 membership fee. I mean, some were assholes, and it was like, this is $100 a year, but it's like a one-time $5 membership fee, and all of a sudden you're part of this in quotes club, which means you can go order alcohol. And he's like, don't worry about joining. I'll go order all of our beers. And, so that's what happened. And I didn't have to join any, but so fucking weird. The Mormons are going crazy out there.
Yeah. That was when Sterling was ranking places for us to end up for his training. I was like, no, you can't rank Utah. Cause I guess I have some good I'm like, no, I won't go. So that's just kind of how we did that.
Yeah. That was the first time I ever ran into that Sunday thing where, like, we were getting drunk on a Saturday. My buddy goes, before we get drunk, we need to hit the store and get some beer. I was like, we are plenty stocked for tonight. He's like, but not for tomorrow, my friend. And explained that all to me. I was like, oh, fuck. So, yeah, Utah's fucking weird. All right. Like I said, I'm very excited. Fontana Jim called in, and he's angry.
Hello. No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey there, Craft Beer Republic. So fucking Greg called me out a couple episodes ago. This is Fontana Jim, by the way. And he wanted a angry, drunk voicemail, so here you go. So I was traveling this week. I was up in a little city known as Chico, California, middle of fucking nowhere, north of Sacramento. And I get to my hotel, my Holiday Inn Express, and I figure, well, it's been a long day, and maybe I need a nightcap. So I walk over, look over, and lo and behold, there's a Winco next door. So I walk over to the Winco, and I walk in. There's a little sign on the door. Don't really pay much attention to it. I get a bag of string cheese, bag of chips, and a beer. I don't even remember what beer it was. It was one of those 19.2 bottles, cans. So I get this can of beer. I walk over and walk to the line, and there's like fucking 13 people in line. And then it dawns on me. Yeah, that sign that I walked past that I barely paid attention to, that sign said, "We're short on staffing today, so expect long lines." Well, what the fuck does that mean? That's like a sign that says, hey, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and kind of suck today. So suck it up, buttercup. We suck, and you need to buy your shit, so fuck off. And my first reaction is, well, fuck this noise. I'm just going to go ahead and walk over to the self-checkout outlet because there's 6 registers over there, and there's one dork sitting over there watching everybody, make sure you don't steal shit. And then I remember, that's right, California's beer laws are fucking dumb. You are not allowed to buy any alcohol in the self-checkout lines at any establishment.
Used to be able to.
Now, this is especially dumb because there's somebody watching your fucking dumb ass during this entire time. So I had to go ahead and I had to stand in this stupid ass line, and while I'm standing there, I'm cursing out every asshole in front of me who doesn't have some sort of alcohol in their cart. Yeah, that's right. It took me extra longer. Oh, and to top this goddamn purchase off, because I was traveling for the week, I went ahead and bought one of those disposable styrofoam coolers and a bag of ice from the front. Well, guess whose dumbass had a fucking rental car trunk full of water the entire goddamn week? Because it turns out this cooler has some sort of pinholes in the entire damn thing. I had to get a trash bag to line my cooler so I could have ice in the cooler to keep all this beer I bought cold. That's fucking ridiculous. Now, this is Fontana Jim checking in. Hey, congratulations on your podcast. And where can I get one of these crowlers of a coffee Kolsch? Because I love it. Later.
If you're anywhere near 14 Cannons, head on over and grab that morning watch.
Dude was so mad.
So mad. Dude, the fucking self-checkout thing, though, I feel that pain. It's so dumb. We used to be able to buy alcohol in California at self-checkout. The only thing is, they'd have to come over and, like, check your ID and put in their stupid little code.
Yeah.
And then you could do it. And I don't know, a few years ago, they changed it. You just cannot get alcohol in self-checkout.
So that's how it is at grocery stores in Wisconsin, right? They have to come up, check your ID, put in their code. But we have this like a I don't know, it's not like a wholesaler grocery store. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm getting my terms wrong. But you can go into their you'd think I would. But you can go into their liquor department and they actually have self-checkouts in their liquor department.
Oh.
But they don't ask for ID. There's just like one dude. So there's like a main counter checkout and there's one dude there, but then there's like 4 checkouts in front of him, like self-checkouts.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just scan whatever the fuck you want.
Wow.
All right, teenagers, are you listening?
And it doesn't ask, but I'm thinking to myself, any of us, you go into a liquor store and you're going to buy, anywhere from like a $12 to $22 4-pack of beer,
right,
or a $6 can of beer. What are the odds that you're under 21?
Right. It's pretty easy to tell if you're looking young and you're walking up with a cube of Keystone.
Yeah,
then,
3 cubes of Keystone like we used to. Jesus.
Right. So I feel that pain there, Fontana Jim, and sorry about your cooler.
But Jim, I gotta say, if you want like top-notch service, you don't go to Winco. I love Winco, but the prices
we don't have those
are low.
down here.
The service is low.
And they're more importantly, they're short on staff. So
and they're short on staff.
Yeah.
Did you read the sign? Like, manage your expectations.
Didn't
my
read
friend.
it enough.
No,
I just want to know: did he enjoy the string cheese?
Yeah, that got me a little hungry.
Yeah, that's my big question, Jim. Did you enjoy the string cheese?
Yeah, hopefully at least part of that shopping experience was good, and maybe that was the string cheese.
It was well rounded. He had his protein, he had his chips, he had his beer.
Right.
Just go to Rayleigh's next time. They'll like bag it up for you and walk it to your car. It'll be much nicer.
What is that? Is that like a fancy grocery store?
Rayleigh's, Bel Air, yeah, NorCal has a lot of those places. At Winco, it's just no. You're not going to get great service.
Sounds more like Lose Co.
Right. Oh. Snap the dad jokes with the cargo shorts.
The cargo shorts.
Sometimes
I
you Tyco.
Yeah. I swear by the time this is gone, I'll be done with that. If you guys want to call in 805-53-BEER 2337, leave us a voicemail, drunk text us, whatever you got. We're here for you. Speaking of Utah, we were talking about Utah a minute ago. Utah is about to pass SB 176 that will end up banning about half of the hard seltzers from grocery store shelves.
After I talk so much shit about Utah,
I
all of a sudden
redeem yourself.
Totally redeem themselves.
Man.
So this bill is targeting certain flavoring ingredients, specifically ethyl. So any seltzer that uses ethyl in their flavoring cannot be on a grocery store shelf and has to be sold at one of their state-ran liquor stores.
Just don't sell it.
There's also that too. Stone Brewing is finally hitting the courtroom with their lawsuit against Molson Coors. If you guys don't remember, Keystone kind of changed their can art to just be little key and big stone across the can, and Stone Brewing took offense to that, sued them, made some nasty videos. Stone's attorney says that the craft brewery's business declined $174 million since the Keystone brand refresh. They're trying to pin their drop in sales on the refresh, but some questions came up about, isn't the craft beer industry declining as a whole, which of course they had to say yes because they're under oath. And here's their big mistake. They were trying to say that Stone IPA specifically had really dropped since the refresh, but Stone IPA in general has been dropping for years. I'm not talking shit about the beer. I'm just stating facts. Yeah. They said it in the article. They also, Stone, admitted to looking for a buyer because they have a $464 million investor payment that's due later this year. Apparently, the investor is giving them a little leeway due to COVID, but they still owe almost $500 million to this guy.
Wow.
And, business is tight right now.
Yeah.
So we shall see what happens to Stone. They may be the next casualty of the sellouts.
Who would have thought?
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Yeah, who would have thought? I mean, Stone is one of those like standouts. Is like we will never sell out, and they even have their own distributing side where they distribute like local breweries, at least in California. And so it's kind of crazy to think about, but we shall see.
Oh, we'll keep our eyes open.
Yeah. Heineken finally does something good for once. They stopped producing beer and stopped selling in Russia after the whole Russia-Ukraine.
Oh, no. They
situation.
need to start selling more to Russia with that shit.
Well, no, that's
crazy.
Double their prices.
That's like a win-win though. So it's like cut Russia off, but then less production of Heineken. So everybody wins. Everybody wins.
That.
Everyone in Russia deserves Heineken. It's perfect. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, there are a few good ones, but
no, there are definitely. No, there definitely
are. And then 4, like the golf 4, not the number. A Utah man was found drunk driving on a golf course, and we're not talking about golf carts here. Out of Salt Lake City, a lot of Utah stories. Police intercepted a rogue driver who drove onto a golf course over the weekend. Salt Lake City police arrested a suspected DUI driver who took a swing at the Rose Park golf course with his pickup truck. This is so lame. Like, this makes my dad jokes look even better. This is from the police department. They tweeted, "We have to tee this up. This is a real hazard." The truck was found on the green near the 7th hole of the golf course. The old Ford pickup truck could be seen parked on the grass with a blown-out tire. Police said luckily no one was golfing when the man drove onto the course. The man's identity has not been released, and estimates on potential damages are not yet known. Officers successfully arrested the man, who they believe was driving under the influence during the incident. You don't fucking say. Driving under the influence. Huh?
Now we want to know what his BAC is.
Yeah. He's having those hard seltzers with ethyl.
You heard they were going to be taken off the shelves.
Now they're pulling them from the shelves, though, guys. We're all right.
It's going to be safe soon enough. So I guess when you're in Utah, there's not a lot to do besides get drunk and drive on to golf courses.
We've done worse.
Yeah, there is that. I love getting drunk while on a golf course and then driving drunk golf carts. That's the fucking best.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
In Portland, they have McMiniman's brew pubs. And they, I don't know if I've talked about those before. I think you've been.
I think so. The name sounds familiar.
Yeah. And they like remodel like old fire stations and different things. And then they have a theme.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one that's like a golf course. And that's where Sterling had his like bachelor party. And there's like a golf cart that comes around. McDreamy.
Yeah. Get it right.
McDreamy. They come around on a little golf cart with a bunch of beers. And as you're golfing, and it's dangerous because people are peeing on the golf course. It's like they know
what?
Because it's like one of those.
Never have I ever peed on a golf course.
Never. Yeah. Well, go to a McMiniman's golf course. There's all kinds of strange things happening.
Good Lord. I don't golf at all. I'm fucking garbage, but I am great at getting hammered and driving that cart around while everybody else golfs.
Greg, I've gone golfing twice in my life. Cheers.
Yeah. I've hit the driving range a few times. It's fun to get a buzz on and go hit some balls around, and I usually end up just going off to the side. Never actually do anything, but last time I went was a few years ago. In fact, it was someone's bachelor party, and we got like multiple cases of shitty beer and just loaded the back of the cart. We didn't even get a cooler. We got them from the fridge at the store, loaded the back of the cart, dropped some ice into the boxes of beer, and then called it a day and started getting shittered. So luckily the clubhouse is like around halfway through. Like you kind of make a circle back. It's like a figure eight almost. And so like, you stop off, hit the ladies' room and keep on going.
Is there any golfing?
No, not for me. There wasn't.
Not at all.
No.
Just driving around like
I was
that doesn't
only
scream
drinking
class. I don't know what does.
Hey, pinkies are up.
Yeah.
Pinkies
were
up. Yeah, see? So good times on the course. All right, I think that's everything. I'm going to hit some music. We're going to get on out of here. Thank you all for listening. Thanks for hanging. What's up down there to Vanessa in Florida?
Hi, Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa.
Hello. Find us on the socials, Craft Beer Republic or craftbeerrepublic.com. Find Flex, who is doing magic tricks with his tongue, at FlexMeABeer _ in between. I need a towel. Erica's on the gram at NeckNosh, as well as necknosh.com for all your pretzel-y goodness needs. Order the fresh ones, not the ball ones that are sitting on the table. And don't forget 805-538 beer. That is 2337. I hope you're all staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.